welcome to the Diary of a Specimen Angler, episode 2. I'm actually pike fishing today and we've had a run and I missed it because I'm a noddy. And got my mate Mark with me today.
Some good video footage for you.
Yeah, that'll be on the outtakes reel. Just knocking up a quick wire trace because the hooks are blunt on the other trace and it's really bugging me because I'm a tart. Not if there's out you want to add.
Hey, that's just runs water, isn't it? Easy.
I'd love to tell you where we are, but I can't because it's a no publicity water.
Basically, it's just too easy.
Yeah. I fish every 3 weeks. But there are some massive pike in here. I've had them up to 25 and Mark's had them up to 27.
Yes, I'm still living off it. That claim to fame.
Claim to fame.
Yeah, still living off it.
We nearly had a fish to show you, but like I said, I missed it because I got a bit excited.
Shot his fat.
Must have shot a robin on the way here or something. But hopefully it won't be too long till we've got a nice pike on the mat to show you. So I'll Mark just taking a picture of his rods. It's gone a bit stale and stagnant. Got a couple of workers being noisy. What are you doing, mate?
Trying to keep myself busy.
Why?
Because I'm blanking my tits off. 2 month blank. Ready? Standing rod shot.
Like I said, we can't tell you where we are, but if you do know, please don't comment saying anything. Here's my swim. I've got a drifter out, you can see it in the distance, and I've got 3 on the bottom. I'm just about to have a change of tackle, change of bait, sorry. The rods, Esox Piker 12 foot, reels, Witchwood Riot Big Pit bait runners, £30 braid, standard running lead, and the ever faithful Delkim TXI Plus. Right, as I said, we're on a running ledger. Well, I am. I've got a 2 ounce distance lead. 2 ounce because of the, oh no, it's 2.5 I think this one. Yeah, 2.5 ounce lead. Just a run ring, a big bold run ring. Because we are pike fishing, if they feel resistance they will spit it out. I've got a Fox, I don't know what they call them, a run ring bead or something like that. And then a snap link for the trace. Mark's filming and keeping an eye on his float at the same time. It's quite funny to watch. But
Well,
we're just
phone.
we're just putting a new bait on and a new trace. Just tied a standard £30 wire trace, 2 size 6 trebles with red sleeves because they look nice.
Fit.
And there's a dog walker coming past, so we'll have to do it quite quick.
Get it. Get it. Morning.
As I said, red crimp sleeves because they're nice. They're crimped. I do twist as well now and again, depending how where I'm fishing, obviously. Just baiting up a dead roach, and we've got one in the root of the tail. To anyone who don't know how to hook a dead bait, one in the tail and one down the flank. So that's tight. It's a natural bait, obviously, so hopefully we'll get another run on it.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah. Considering I copped the first one right up. We're going to
Noddy.
get it out now. Just going to do a bait change. I just thought I'd give you a better look at the trace that I make. I always make my own traces, I don't like buying them. What we've got is 2 size 6 trebles and £30 wire which is actually this stuff. Superflex 7 strand, £30, and it's absolutely fantastic. I've used it for a couple of months now and I really like it. From King Pond on eBay. Relatively cheap, it's not too bad, but it's equally as good as your Fox and ESP stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Give it a go. We've got a Fox Rage Diamond Eye swivel, just because it sits nice on the wire, and it's crimped the first trace, first treble, knotless not the second one. Bog standard stuff, really easy to make your own traces. But we're going to actually pop this one up. We're going to use a bit of lamprey, and I like using the head sections because they bleed a lot. Stick it in the back. Nice and tight. That's one part done. But we need this stuff. This stuff is Sea Fisherman's bait elastic. If you whip it round really tight, you can actually inject air to pop them up. I do use pop-up balls and poly balls and stuff, but it's only shallow. Don't really need to. Get away with doing it like this. And this one's fishing at about 60-70 yards out. So just normal syringe. Be careful when you're doing this, don't do it towards you, do it away from you, because air in your veins is no good. And I've stuck these in me so many times and it is so painful, and that's why I've started doing it away from myself. If you just pump some air into him, see, it's still quite frozen, so it's quite difficult to get the air inside. Do it a couple of times. Like so. And that will sit up just off the bottom in line with the pike's sight. So let's see, next time you see this, hopefully next time it's hanging out of the big croc's mouth. Mark's doing a quick bait up, so I thought I'd show you because he's doing something completely different to me. And what is it you're doing, mate?
Kebab rig, Mick Brown special.
Mick Brown special.
Basically, we've got, you can probably see, got some juices out of the head, frozen, so completely fresh. That's just going to leak out. Just mix and match whatever fish you got. I like to use a bit of sea bait, also a bit of freshwater bait. So mackerel, trout, lamprey, a bit of bluey as well.
And who did you get your bluey off?
My good mate. He's had a little bit of success on him. But no, it's good. Nice and oily. That's what you want.
And what's your PB?
£27, but we don't talk about that.
And it were a beautiful fish, wasn't it, Paul?
It was, yeah. To be fair, I don't know, I've always said it. I was maybe a bit lucky to catch it. Bit of luck, bit of skill, maybe. Fish of a lifetime for some people, that. It certainly gave me the buzz. Especially in a 1.5 pound Tesco bargain rod.
What bait did you have it on?
Roach, which, to be fair, I've hardly ever used since. It's finding a bit fiddly when you want to cast it out at range, but I don't know, maybe I need to go back to it once the same rule in the past.
What did the run come on today, mate?
Roach, I believe. What, you mean that run that you lost?
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, roach, so I have to borrow one.
happily.
I've got loads of yeah, no, it's just not something I've never been comfortable using it really. So it comes off the hook from time to time. Well, that could be my shoddy casting.
Just for the viewers, what would be your favourite bait if you had to choose one?
Well, I've kind of said it, so trout. Using trout. I'll take a 10 of a fish. Yeah, it's just something I thought I'd try once and never look back. There's your kebab. So you've got salt water, fresh water, salt water, fresh water.
What you got there, mate?
Do a little bit of spot cleaning.
This lake is prolifically weedy.
It's prepping for summer.
It's got a lot of weed, and we do carp fish it in summer, and it's even worse than this. But we manage.
Aye. You can only work with what you've got.
Before you wing that one back out, mate, what rig are we on here?
Well, somewhere under there is a kebab rig. Ah, that's sharp. Always make sure your hooks are sharp. Essential.
Unlike mine that were blunt.
Yeah, so that's a kebab rig. Had a couple of casts, no fish, but it's definitely battered. So, in fact, just quickly change it over, eh?
What ounce lead have you got on there, mate?
2.5 distance.
Similar to my setup, I see.
Yeah.
A little buffer bead. Nice and free running.
So, as we've got one kebab made up ready.
Show the viewers what you're doing.
Don't show that. It's disgusting. Did not put that in my mouth. That's quick.
You're a dirty, dirty man.
Oh yeah.
There's a little hole in the top of the pin.
Yeah.
For anybody who's never used a kebab rig. Little hole in the top of the pin, and you put the barbed point of a semi-barbed treble through the point, and then to secure it, put a little bait flag on. And all that juice and oil leaks out into the water. I've actually used kebabs myself, and I've had a few fish on them.
Never forget that moment on the river. That's not a leaf. That's not a
We're actually
leaf.
going to do a video, because we did a pike session on the river, but we obviously didn't film it. But we're going to call it River Revisited. And he's just smelling some of this horrible, horrible smelling stuff. Who's that by? DNA Baits.
Yeah. But, it is awesome. Like a sign of a good wine. If good wine smells like a farmyard, it's organic. So if it smells rank, it'll do a good job.
I'm going to spray it all over my bivvy now.
It's not the most pleasant of stuff. Well, there we go. Bit of air freshener for the bivvy.
Cheers, mate. It's all over my chair.
Class.
I can smell that from here. Disgusting.
Oh, for the pike can smell it. I thought my float was going. Oh yeah. slab. Save the blank anyway. We'll get him on the mat and show you how to unhook the pike. So we've got a fish on the mat. Just going to slide the hooks out nice and gently. Well hooked, right in the scissors, just where you want them. And it's as easy as that. And we'll get a better angle on you, and we'll get a few pictures and may even weigh him. Yeah. This is we've just had this little pike on the scale. It goes £8 and it's saved the blank. As you can see, it's absolutely thin, perfect. Well fat, been feeding well. Look at the colours on that, aren't they stunning? But I'm so glad we've saved the blank. Yeah. Come on a dead roach, nailed on the deck. Literally, I was just starting to pack up and the rod absolutely hooped off. But I'm really grateful, and my hands are freezing. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, like and subscribe. See you in a bit.